okay, let me just write down the pros and cons and see how I feel in the end. And I still felt like I needed to leave and try it out. And I did. And it worked out in my favor. My name is Miko. I'm originally from Japan, and I'm here because I want to pursue life in Australia. It's been 3 years now. Funny enough, there was no motivation. It was kind of like I wanted a new start and I didn't want to stay in Japan, and Europe just felt a little bit too far. So a lot of my friends are like, just go to Australia. You know, there's a lot of cute guys there. The weather is amazing. So I just took a suitcase and came here with no plans. And that's really unlikely of me, but I just packed a bag and just came here. My background, so when I was 5, we moved to the Caribbean, and then we lived there until I was 16. Then I went back to Japan for high school, then left again to go to the States, and I was in California for over 6 years. Just pursuing a lot of things, but just, you know, doing college and then working and then trying to stay there. So it's been interesting. It has its similarities, but I feel like, I don't know, it quite differs. You know, California is a different vibe from Sydney. Sydney's very relaxed and warm. You know, and a lot of people are, like, even in the corporate industry, they're very welcoming. It's just a different vibe, yeah, to put it in a nice way. I initially came here on a work holiday visa, and you know, the first 6 months was a bit hard, but then I found my footing, found a company that was willing to sponsor me, and everything was in process. My application was in process, and a lot of things happened in between, and I ended up withdrawing my application. Then I had to leave because I was doing that while I was on my first year, and I missed my chance to reapply for the second year. And then I decided to come back on a tourist visa and then jumped on a student visa. So it's been a roller coaster ride, visa-wise. No, it was great because I met you, obviously, initially, and you went through everything with me through the visa, and like, you know, you're very helpful, taking me to each college and explaining like what like college offers me and so forth. And it was kind of what I was looking for. Yeah. Visa situations are never easy, but with the student visa, it was the most easiest one that I've ever applied for, and it was great because you had your in-house lawyer that was in correspondence with me like every other day, like getting my documents in place and making sure that I was submitting the right documents. So I don't know, it was a lot easier than I had in mind. Yeah. Very strong flat white. I don't know if I can handle it, but it's very good. I mean, I have to admit the weather is amazing. Even during winter, it doesn't even feel like winter. But other than the weather, the people are very nice here. You know, I have a partner now too, so that makes a huge difference. But I mean, it took 3 years, but I have my little group here, so I'm pretty happy with my lifestyle. You know, like family and friends, of course, but other than that, I don't know, there's a lot of things about Japan, and LA that I miss, but it's not like something that I can't find here. And other than my family and friends, I've been able to cope pretty well here, so yeah, I think I'm okay. A secret little spot. Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, when I was younger, I'd love to go out to these clubs and bars and lounges, but I'm getting older. I don't have the energy. But I have a little spot near Manly, because that's where I live. It's like a little bay area. I can't tell you where it is. But I love going there. You know, it's my one and only spot where, I don't know, nobody discovered it so far. So I just go there, have a tan, have a few drinks. Yeah. Manly, I mean, I always love being near the beach, and I don't know, I always feel better knowing that I'm walking distance to the beach, and I guess that's why I moved to Manly. I mean, another reason would be my partner lives there, but it's nice to kind of have that distinction between going to somewhere to work and then going home to somewhere where you can relax. And for me, that's the main thing. I like going into the city because it keeps me busy and it keeps me zoned in, but when I'm home I get to relax and just go to the beach when I want to. So, you know, it's never easy. It's a lot of time, energy, money that goes into it. So I feel like if it's not in your gut that you want to take the leap, then don't do it. But if you have it in your gut feeling telling you like, if you don't do this now, you're going to regret it later, then you're better off doing it. And that's kind of what I did. And like I said, it's really unlikely with me to not have a plan A, B, and C. But I said to myself, like, okay, let me just write down the pros and cons and see how I feel in the end. And I still felt like I needed to leave and try it out. And I did. And it worked out in my favor. Yeah, so.